If I told you this felt exactly like real Airbus MCDU, would you believe me? Well, you should, because this is a true one-to-one replica flight management computer with the same functionality and feel built for serious flight simmers. We live in a truly exciting times for home flight simulation, with incredible products pushing realism further than ever before. Today, we're exploring the Premium 320A MCDU from Cockpit Simulator, a device that isn't just realistic, it's an authentic Airbus cockpit experience you can use at home. Cockpit Simulator kindly provided their brand new Premium 320 MCDU for review, and at $799, this is designed for serious simmers and cockpit builders. Today, I'll unbox it, put it through an entire flight scenario during my recent live stream, and give you my perspective. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know whether this MCDU truly lives to its premium price or if the Wing Wing MCDU at just $136 delivers a better value for your setup. Let's get into the unboxing. Inside the box, you'll get a durable desktop stand for easy positioning, the MCDU unit itself, machined from aluminum alloy matching real Airbus dimensions, a 1.5 meter USB Type A to Type C cable, one cable for power and data, and a bag with screws and washers made for secure mounting. That's it. No external power supplies, no HDMI cables, no complicated software installs. Just one USB cable, plug it in, launch your sim and simulator bridge, and you're flying. Cockpit Simulator uses a simple, lightweight bridge application called Cockpit Simulator Bridge. No drivers, no configuration. And when it comes to keeping your unit updated, it's just as simple. To update the firmware, all you have to do is put the MCDU into DFU mode via the Cockpit Simulator Bridge, select the update, and click Start Flash. It is that easy. And unlike some competing products, there's no need for separate video cable. Everything runs over USB, simplifying your setup. Every button is crafted from silicone, identical in shape, texture, and feedback to the real Airbus MCDU. The fonts, colors, and clarity are spot on, bringing that Airbus cockpit experience to your desk. Of course, a product like this isn't just about looks, it's about performance. And what better way to test it than a full flight scenario? So let's put this MCDU through a real flight, live on VATSIM. For a true stress test, I flew an Air Canada Rouge A320 from Montreal to Toronto Pearson during a busy VATSIM session, where real air traffic controllers manage the virtual skies. Before we begin the flight, let's start with init page. This is where we enter essential details, fuel level, aircraft weight, and routing. The MCDU makes it feel just like setting up a real aircraft. So we're flying today with our beautiful and handsome first officer, Alicia. So Alicia's going to help us today. And as you can see, she is quite interactive. So she's gonna perform all the FO actions. We know what the flight number is, so it's Rouge. So let's go ahead and do that. So Rouge 205. You know, there it is. And cost index today is 1.5, so 1.5. And then we have the cruise. We're cruising at 360s right here. So 360. And we can monitor the IRS,
for the walk around.
IRS alignment as well. So we got the reference, the GPS position, and yeah, we're not gonna align on ref, so we're just gonna align for our GPS position. So let's leave it at that. And for the wind, let's request the wind forecast, and we should get the wind forecast in just a sec. Okay, here we go. There's the wind for uplink is ready, so let's return. Montreal Tower, good evening, Rouge 205, information, Oscar, gate number 9er, request IFR to Toronto.
Rouge 205, Montreal Tower, good evening, you're cleared to Toronto via the Montreal for departure, flight plan route, runway 24 left, squawk 1056, and departure on 132.85.
Clear to Toronto, Montreal for departure, 24 left, squawk 1056, and departure frequency 132.85, Rouge 205.
Rouge 205, read back correct information, Oscar, call ready for push.
Call for push, Rouge 205. Next, let's set up our flight plan. This is where MCDU shines. Entering SIDS, stars, and waypoints is seamless, just like in the real Airbus cockpit.
Gauche.
We have the 24 left.
3041, circulez via La rampe sud.
Montreal 4, and then
Alpha 4, Alpha, reste à l'égard de la
Perfect.
piste 2, 4 gauche.
And for the Toronto, we've got the arrival that's going to be rigid 6, and looks like runway 05 so LS5, and then
Air Canada
Rigid
450,
6.
laissez passer le
And the
Air
transition
Transat
is
devant
Courtney.
vous, après ça, c'est
Transition,
continuer à
okay,
rouler.
let's insert that. Okay, that's good. Awesome. See how awesome this is? Now let's move to the performance page. This is where we input our V speeds, takeoff configuration, and approach settings. The tactile buttons make this process incredibly intuitive. No more mouse clicking.
Correction 2.
And what we can do is, if I go into the perf, we can also send it to MCDU because, you know, oh, okay, yeah, let's do it ourselves. So let's do 140, and then 140, and then we'll do 142.
410, welcome to Montreal. Stay parking.
And we have 1, and then D,
Delta 410,
and
Roger. Taxi via Bravo 4.
1.0 for the
North
trims.
ramp, east lane, gate 80.
And we're flexing 6.8 today, 668. Okay, that's good. Now that our flight plan is set, we took off, we're now on cruise. The MCDU route reporting feature keeps us updated on every segment, ensuring everything stays on track. We can see that top of the descent will be at 360 and 160 miles. So we're still climbing. So we got about 16,000 to go. And at 360 at 1934 Zulu, right here in 24 minutes, we'll start the descent. So we should be good. Estimated fuel board when we're going to get to Toronto will be 3.3 tons. So good. As we prepare for descent, it's time to program STAR for Toronto Pearson. The interface is smooth and every input reacts just like in real-world Airbus. Okay, so let's go ahead and calculate our landing.
05, Toronto formation is Quebec, expect runway 06 left.
Expecting 06 left, so information Quebec, Rouge 205. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna change that to, let's do arrival. So 06 left, let's change that to ILS 06 left, and then turning transition, right, so all good.
Contact Toronto arrival 132.8.
So let's do the heading, and then insert.
132.8.
Okay, so let's just double check everything because we did change it. I'm going to get into the plan, and we're going to cycle through those waypoints.
Toronto Center, hello again, Charlie Alpha, Charlie Echo November.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's good. 06 left. Yep, that's all good, right? So we can cycle
Charlie
through them.
Charlie Echo November, center, Roger, stomach.
And all good. Let's do the QNH. So that's 3029er, 29er, 9er. And then temperature is minus 6. Minus 6. And then for the minimums, and that's 735. So 735 the barrels. Perfect. So that's all set.
Rouge 205, turn right heading 030 to step, clear Dallas runway 06 left approach.
Right heading 030, clear at ILS 06 left approach, Rouge 205. Thank you. And flaps full.
Flaps full.
Speed check. Flaps full.
Bit of a crosswind right now. You can see the wiggle of the flaps right now. Oh man. And landing checklist.
Landing checklist.
Rouge 205, clear to land runway 06 left.
Clear to land, runway 06 left, Rouge 205.
Runway head.
Oops, it was stepping up.
Okay, that was still 1 Rouge 205, just confirm clear to land runway 06 left.
Clear to land, runway 06 left, Rouge 205.
Minimum.
Minimums.
Continue.
Check.
$100, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard,
Air Canada 7220, line up runway 06 left.
sorry,
Lining up 06 left, Air Canada 7220.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel.
Yeah, a bit of a float. It's okay. And yes, I landed it. Was it butter smooth? Not exactly, but hey, even real-world pilots don't always nail the perfect touchdown. So, what's my take on a Cockpit Simulator 320A MCDU? Fonts, button colors, and screen clarity are spot-on accurate. Tactile feedback and responsiveness is identical to real Airbus MCDU. And plug-and-play simplicity, USB-only setup makes this the easiest pro-grade MCDU to install. And this isn't just a high-fidelity sim accessory. It actually meets EASA FTD Level 1 and FAA FTD Level 5 certification standards, making it real training-grade hardware. But does that justify cost over much cheaper wing-wing MCDU? That's the real question. If you want the most accurate metal build and closest replica of real MCDU, then Cockpit Simulator is the best choice. However, if budget is a concern, the wing-wing MCDU does the job very well at the fraction of a price. Now, bottom line, if you're serious about flight simulation and demand realism without compromise, the Cockpit Simulator MCDU is absolutely worth the investment. You can build the whole Airbus cockpit at home, just like my friend Flight Dog did, or you can just place it on your desk. Unlike the wing-wing MCDU, this unit doesn't come with a desk mount. Instead, it features a sturdy table stand with minimal wiggle. While it works well for desktop setups, it would be great for Cockpit Simulator to offer a dedicated desk mount option for the future. If you want to know which aircraft is compatible with the unit, check the video description below, or if you want to purchase it, I've also included a link to Cockpit Simulator. Now, if this video hits 1000 likes, I'll go even further. I'll do a full in-depth comparison between premium Cockpit Simulator MCDU and much more affordable wing-wing MCDU to see if the extra cost is truly justified. Also, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss my next review. Cockpit Simulator, FCU, and IFAS. Now that you've seen it in action, is this MCDU worth it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think it's best on the market, or is there something better in this segment? Fly smart, fly safe, and keep chasing horizons. Thanks for watching.